Harry Springer, Tweaky Dave, the homeless teenage junkie. Real. Literally me, Sleepy.
He's been living on the street since he was 9 years old when his father shot him in the stomach and left him for dead.
What the fuck?
On the streets of Hollywood, he's known as Tweaky Dave. He's now 19, a junkie, a former male prostitute, and he's dying from leukemia. Dave.
Damn! I didn't know this would be sad. I saw Tweaky Dave and I thought that'd be lit. I thought this was gonna be a lit episode of Jerry Springer. It said Tweaky Dave, and I was like, hey, we be tweaking sometimes. You're lit, pacing.
Go back to when you were 9
Yo,
years
shut up,
old.
pacing. Oh my god! Look how young Jerry looks. He's so handsome.
Tell us what happened.
My dad was selling dope. This is back in Texas.
He's got cool hair. Such a babby.
And I walked in the house at the wrong time. He was bagging up dope. I had a couple customers in the room. And I was like any other 9-year-old kid. I kicked the door open, ran in the house. And next thing I know, I'm laying on the floor with blood coming all out of me, and he's walking away going.
This is your father. Your father
that's my
shot
dad.
you.
Yeah.
At the age
This
of
is
9, you were
long
out selling
ago.
dope.
Bro, Jerry would have anyone on his show, bro.
Yeah.
When did that start?
I started selling dope for him when I was like 7.
And you did it because Dad said, go
So
out and do it.
sad.
Well, yeah, but I mean, at that point, I didn't see anything wrong with it. I mean, you know, it was like the family business, sort of.
Okay, your dad
Damn.
shoots you at the age of 9. He runs out of the trailer. You're lying there. The next thing you know, what?
I'm in the hospital because the hooker that lived next door took me to the hospital.
Okay, now what happens when
Look at her reaction.
you're in
That's
the
us.
hospital, when you're finally repaired?
Well, I decided I don't want any more of that life. I mean, and I had already had it. So I split, went to Hollywood. I was going to be a rock star.
You're 9 years old. Didn't the authorities say, well, we'll take you home, we'll put you in some place?
Well, they put me in placements. They locked me up, and I ran away. And they locked me up, and I ran away. I mean, at 9 years old, I wasn't officially a criminal. I hadn't done anything wrong but survive.
Damn.
I didn't trust anybody enough
Not cry. Listen, the DJ's send streams are up and down. You'll see.
at that point in my life.
We'll go from goofing, tweaking to the most serious topics.
Tell me about the life on the street.
I've done just about everything you can imagine. Actually, you can't imagine some of the things I've done to survive.
Such as?
I've been into prostitution since I was 10 years old. I mean,
Damn. This guy is dapper. Why don't men look like this anymore, chat? For real. Sidebar. This guy looks fucking nice. Nice hair, nice spectacles, little suit. Oh wow. Yeah, dude.
when I say
He's
prostitution,
laughing. We'll see.
I mean exactly that. I mean, I was having sex with guys when I was 10 years old.
Damn.
The first time, what
Pedo would.
you knew what you were doing was different, wrong.
Yeah, I knew. I mean, guilt's just about killed me half my life. I mean, leukemia and drugs aside, guilt will kill me faster than anything else will. But I had to survive. I mean, I trusted no
Depressing.
one. I trusted nothing. And at least, if I had sex with somebody for money, I had something to eat.
Were there
Yoicks!
no other options? Did you go to a
Listen, chat, you gotta feel sad to feel happy. You gotta understand pain to be able to laugh.
a school, a local church, some authority? Did you go to a police officer and say, look, I have no home, I have no money?
The police look at runaways basically as outlaws or as criminals. I wasn't a criminal. You know, I mean, when you walk by a cop and you're 10 years old and they put handcuffs on you because you're outside.
Well, wouldn't the first question, a cop comes up to you, you're 10 years old, he puts handcuffs, wouldn't he say, where's your mom, where's your dad?
Yeah.
And as soon as you told the story, wouldn't they then take you to some kind of a home for young people?
No, half the time they'll take you to a juvenile hall and lock you up. And I don't want to be locked up. Or I didn't then.
What do you feel
Damn.
guilty about?
What do I feel guilty about?
It's kind of sad because Jerry was looking handsome real. this soul, like, bro, because honestly, even with the meth, heroin, and living such a terrible life, he's a pretty handsome looking tweaker. You know what I mean? As far as crackheads go, like, this is a pretty handsome crackhead. If it isn't too bold of me to say. And imagine what he could have been if he never got, went through all that shit. And pacing, lightening the mood, turning up with another motherfucking 5 gifted. Shit, oh my god, we're already almost to 100. I'm fucked. My nipples are getting pierced. I'm getting a cult tattoo. I'm doing TikTok dances. This month about to be fucking crazy.
Being 10 years old and
Love you,
having sex with
pacing.
men.
No, you've done more
At
than
that
enough
point, I didn't know
pacing for
whether I
my
was gay,
life.
straight, bi. I didn't even know what that meant.
When did you finally stop?
I was 16.
It's never me.
What made you stop?
AIDS.
You got us up.
Not that I have AIDS, not that I don't.
The fear of it.
The fear of AIDS. Watching 2 of my
Damn.
best friends die within 6 months.
I'll show it again.
Watching my girlfriend totally wig out because her best friend died. I couldn't deal with it anymore.
So how did you live then?
I'm gonna get on my hand right
Hand
here.
to mouth, man. I mean, I ate out of dumpsters. I sold dope. But, and I'm not a hardcore criminal. When I say I'm not a hardcore criminal, I mean I can't go out and rob people. That's just not my nature. I know a lot of people that do it. But to me, that ain't right. Now, I
He's
mean,
scaring me.
I'm not justifying anything.
Why does he kind of look like me? Chat, am I tweaking sin? Oh god.
So how do you get money now? You say drugs, but how do you get money to sell the drugs?
The wife beater. It's the
Handheld,
hair.
whatever it takes. A
You
rooftop.
mentioned before leukemia. You have leukemia?
Yeah.
Are you receiving treatment?
No.
No help?
None
Doesn't
whatsoever.
look like
Which
you.
is my own choice.
Why?
My hair tutorial.
Hospitals scare the hell out of me.
Chat, if you guys want to check out my pube hair tutorial, how to get waves on your pubes, go check out my YouTube channel.
Not much scares me anymore, but hospitals scare the hell out of me.
Worse than streets?
Much.
They're not going to mug you in a hospital. They're not
No,
going to take
people
away
die in hospitals. I mean, people
They
die
die.
on the streets too. I know.
Yeah, they die in the street.
But it's all I know now.
What are you angry about? Are you angry?
I'm
Hey,
frustrated,
yo,
man.
wave check.
Like, built-in, just
Upload to ours day,
anxiety
for
or
real.
something. I don't know what the word is. I don't
Well,
read
you have
dictionaries.
reason to be. I mean, we can all listen to your story and say, boy, if anyone has a reason to be upset, to be anxious, to be in despair, you do. You've lived a lifetime.
Yeah,
in a
no,
few
Umi's got her
years.
edges laid
But it doesn't mean that that's your sentence.
real hardly.
You know, there's a chance to turn it around. And I guess if I'm sitting here listening to your story, I'm saying, damn, I'm going back to LA tomorrow. And the first thing I'm going to do is walk into a hospital and say, do what you can. Fix me up. I'd like to
For
turn my
what?
life around. Because there's a better life out there. You've told stories that most people only see in movies. You don't have to live like that.
And we're
You're
here
a
for you,
bright guy.
pacing.
I mean, it isn't like you've got
Always.
handicaps that don't permit
Always.
you to live life to its fullest. You can do it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not a quitter. It's not like I'm giving up anything. I mean, to survive 10 years in Hollywood.
I wouldn't have lasted a day. I'm sitting here, and there's a side of me that respects what you've been through, how you survived. But to have those
Damn,
skills
Harley, we're
to
here for
survive
you
on the
too.
street,
But
and
it's
then
all-
to say, I'm not going to go to a doctor and deal with my leukemia, and I'm not going to try and make it in an honest living, that's stupid. You've got the skills to do
Hey, I'm
it.
not saying I don't want to make it in an honest living. I mean, I just took the GED trip and passed it, which surprised the hell out of me.
Damn. Let me look up Tweaking Dave today.
You know, you got a story to tell, and if you decide that the only reason you want to beat this leukemia and the only reason you want to survive is because you've lived through it, you've got a story to tell that could help a lot of other kids.
Yeah,
Wouldn't that be?
that's the only reason I think I keep going, man. Because I keep meeting these kids that are like 12 years old, 11 years old, 8 years old. I know an 8-year-old chick out there. And I don't want to see him have to go
Damn. I'll wait to finish
through
now
10
and read
years
what
of what I've
happened
been
to
through.
him.
And I can tell you stories, man, that would that they scare me.
Tell me. I can take the story at least.
I found a chick in a dumpster one night. I think it was a girl. I mean, I didn't take her to the body apart.
What up, Amnesia? You okay,
But,
girl?
like, her arm was chopped off or cut off, I don't know. And blood all over the place.
It's better.
And it happens all the time. And this is in Beverly. This was in a Beverly Hills dumpster. This wasn't in a dumpster in like Watts, or in some cheap sleazy alley. This was in Beverly Hills. If you find that in Beverly Hills, what are you gonna find in in downtown LA?
Somewhere right now there is a 12-year-old, I suspect, watching this show, absolutely in despair at home. Maybe is being abused by mom and dad, or either or both, and saying, I want to leave. I got to get out of this. This home is dangerous. Nobody here loves me. It's terrible.
This was in
Why don't
1992,
you look
Chet.
into a camera and talk just to that kid right over there. Tell that kid who's getting ready to leave. What would you tell that kid?
Hey man, it's rough. I know it's rough where you're at. Well, find a cop, or to hell with cops, find a preacher. Find somebody older you trust. Find a high school kid that you trust. Find somebody that gives a damn, because there's somebody out there that does. And lay it down to him. Tell him what's up.
Damn. That was filmed in 1992, Chet. Alright, Tweaky Dave from the Jerry Springer show is now dead. He died in a hospital in Los Angeles, California in 1993 after suffering from disease-related liver failure infection. He was a drug addict who lived on the street and had neither means nor anyone to cater for him. He died at the age of 20. Before his death, however, he made an appearance on the Jerry Springer show. Rest in peace to Tweaky Dave, champ. Let that be a lesson to you all. Let that be a lesson